Hey guys, here's your vocabulary part 2. There is a Quizlet attached so that you can fill these in. And there's 10 words. Okay, I'm going to hit present. Close this so you can see. Now press pause, copy your vocab, and then click play. There's your last word. If you notice, you can see the first word through the page. Pause, click play when you're done. Now the moon. It's Earth's closest neighbor in space. Now, it's a satellite because it orbits the Earth. Just like the satellites we send up into orbit, it orbits us, so it is technically a satellite. Now, the moon's gravitational pull is a sixth of Earth, so that's why we weigh less on the moon. And it's too weak to hold an atmosphere. There's no insulation, so therefore, in the sun, it's 134 degrees Celsius. And on the dark side, it's negative 170 degrees Celsius. Pause. Copy these green notes in the title. Press play when you are done. Now, its movement. It has an elliptical orbit, so sometimes it's closer to the Earth and sometimes it's further away, just like our elliptical orbit with the Sun. But the rate of rotation is equal to the rate of revolution, so we only see one side. So if you look right here, it's revolving as fast as it's rotating, so the side that we see does not change on Earth. This is how it would look with no rotation. We would see all sides. So what does that mean? An elliptical orbit and we only see one side. It means the moon is in a tidal lock. That means the moon and the sun are pulling on Earth's oceans, causing high tides and low tides. Now, how the moon developed. There's a giant impact hypothesis where a Mars-sized object impacted the Earth. And it broke off our sun or off our moon. So here's the Earth, and there's the moon. Pause, copy these purple notes. When you are done, click play. Oh, and the pink notes. When you're done, click play. Now, the moon and the Earth. The moon and the sun have an effect on the oceans of the Earth. Okay, when the moon, sun, and Earth all line up straight, you get spring tide. This tide is the highest high tides and the lowest low tides. Go look up some pictures of spring tides. You'll see some amazing differences. I'll show you a couple on our next face-to-face day. Here are your notes for these. Spring tides. If you look, sun, moon, earth in a line. Oops, I meant to do earth in the middle here and the moon on the other side here. That is my mistake. Please fix this in your notes. Now this is where you'll get the most extreme tides. And let me show you. I hope it didn't stop my video. Okay, I will show you these pictures just to make sure it doesn't stop the video when we go back face to face. Now, the other type of tide is a neap tide. It is when the sun, the earth, and the moon are at 90 degrees. High tides are lower and low tides are higher, so they're not as extreme as spring tides. And if you look at the image of the spring tide, you can see the pull. It's much greater than with neap tide. Pause, copy your notes. You notice the moon will be here or here.